Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Survey 24/7 and welcome to the session 50 days, 50 classes. As you know, your JIIB exam is on October 2020, is in October 2023, and the first paper will be at 8th of October. The second paper will be on 14th of October. And the second paper of yours is PPB. Every day we are discussing in the 50 days, 50 classes about the particular chapter of your PPB. So as we know, those candidates who are new in this particular session, I will let you know what we are actually doing in the 50 days, 50 classes. We are having each topic in one day session. On the particular topic, we are discussing MCQ with the explanation, so that you will be able to revise the content, or if you haven't completed the chapter yet, studying the chapter yet, then you will have the idea what actually the chapter covers. So this will be available in these session of your, okay. So as we know, there are 55 units in your PPB syllabus. There are 4 modules. Every subject of your JIB have 4 modules. In which PPB also have the 4 module. In the PPB, there are total 55 units. Out of 55 units, 21 units are in the module A. And today we are going to discuss about the 18th unit, that's the duty and rights of a banker and a customer. So if you remember, we have discussed banker-customer relationship, in which agent, principal, trustee relationship, beller-belly relationship, creditor, debtor, debtor-creditor, these kind, lessor-lessee, these kind of relationship we have discussed. Then we have a banker-customer, banker-special relationship, in which we have discussed line, we have discussed right of setup, we have discussed right of appropriation, we have discussed power of attorney. These are the special. When it comes to the duties, the bank have a certain duty to be performed for the customer. The duties and right of a banker and the customer. The customer also have a certain liability towards its bank. It's not like that always it's a liability of a bank towards the customer. Customer also have a liability towards the bank. Hai? So all that duties, all that rights of the banker and the customer rights we are going to cover in this particular unit. Clear? So let's just start. The first question is talking about here, which of the following is not a key commitment under the BCBI Code of Banks Commitment to Customer? Right, we are talking about which of the following is not a key commitment under the BCBI Code of Banks Commitment. So we have certain points here. Out of that, which of the following is not a key commitment that you have to tell? To help customer use their account or service, to sanction loan facility as per customer request, to deal quickly and sympathetically with things that go wrong, to publicize the code. So what do you think, which of the following is not a key commitment under the BCBI Code of Banks Commitment to Customer? So to help customer use their account or service, this is the what we can say, this is the commitment that bank have towards the customer. They have to help customer to use their account and the services they are taking from the bank. Third is to deal quickly and sympathetically with the things that go wrong. Obviously, if something went wrong, if customer has faced a certain loss or problem, you have to help out the customer. Publicize the code, this is true, but to sanction loan facility as per customer's request, this is not a commitment of a bank. The bank will sanction the loan as per the criteria of the bank, as after checking the KYC, after checking the credit history, after checking the collateral, everything. Then bank will decide what amount of loan will be sanctioned. The right answer will be B option. Okay, right answer is B. Now next question is talking about which of the following are the part of basic duties of a bank towards customer? So which of the following are the part of basic of a bank towards the customer? So bank have a certain duties, certain responsibilities toward the customer. Out of these 4, which of the following is the duty of a bank? So first we have duty of secrecy and confidentiality. Second, duty of reasonable care. Third, Dealing with garnish or attachment order, fourth, all of the above. So out of these particular duties, which of the following duty is the basic duty of a bank towards the customer? So bank have a duty of secrecy and confidentiality, is it? Yes, it's true. Now it has been said to the bank, you can't share the information of the customer with the third party until and unless customer allows you to do so, or until and unless law says so. Let's say, for example, a certain case came up against your customer and the government or the police department or the CBI or something, income tax officers, they are asking for a detail about the customer. In that situation, you have to share the information of the customer. So after certain exceptional cases are there, in case of your legality formalities, you have to share the information about the customer, otherwise no. So this is actually the duty of a bank of secrecy and confidentiality about the customer information. Okay, now duty of reasonable care, obviously this is also a duty of a bank to have a reasonable care in context to the customer. Dealing with the garnish order or attachment order, this is also a duty of a bank. Having or following the garnish order, attachment order, this is the duty of a bank. Garnish order will be given by the court. Attachment order will be given by the authority like income tax officer, revenue officer, etc. But both have to be dealt by the bank as per the order have been received. Okay, so all are the basic duties of a bank towards the customer that bank have to follow or bank have to complete this responsibility. So right answer is D, all of the above. Now, next question we have, the loan account of Mr. X are overdrawn. Which of the following steps is not appropriate to be? So Mr. X has an account in a bank, or that account have been overdrawn. Like as per the limit, you have overdrawn the amount of money from the Mr. X account. So what can be, which of the following cannot be the appropriate step? First, the bank's lawyer issues a legal notice containing various details of the loan account. Second, the bank discusses the matter with the guarantor with complete details of the loan account. Third, the bank informs the status of the account to Syllabus. Fourth, the bank contacts a firm that provide informally recovery services and the service and gives the details to them. So out of these four situations, which of the following is not a right step to be taken? Which of the following is correct? So it is not appropriate step. First, the bank's lawyer issue a legal notice containing various details of a loan account. This is a appropriate step. Now, after seeing the overdrawn limit, you have to issue a legal notice. This is true. The bank discusses the matter with the guarantor with complete details of the loan account. This is also true. After facing the overdrawn condition, you have to talk about with the guarantor about that. The bank informs the status of the account to Syllabus. This is also true. Syllabus is what? Credit Information Bureau of India Limited, that gives the rating to the customer on the basis of their credit card repayment and loan repayment condition. So Syllabus provide 3-digit rating to the customer, and it has a highest, or not highest, but the biggest customer base, because it provides rating to individual customer like me, like you, like any other person. It provides rating to these individual person. That's why it has a biggest customer base. Now it also started providing commercial rating. It also provide rating to the corporates. Okay, earlier it used to provide rating to the individual persons only, but now it is also providing rating to the commercial. Okay, so bank inform the status of the account to the Syllabus, obviously, so that if the customer went to another bank and asking for a loan, so Syllabus will be there to inform the bank that this customer has default, have done default or certain thing with the another bank, so that the another bank will not approve the loan of a customer. This is also a right step. So the bank contacts a firm that provide informally recovery service and gives the details to them. This cannot be done. This is not a professional way to overcome this issue of overdrawn amount in the loan account. Okay, so the right answer will be D option. It is not an appropriate step that can be taken by the bank. You can't do that informally. You have to follow the formal rules. You have to follow the rules, regulation, guidelines, and standard norms. Okay, next question. Now, bank customer relationship is what? It's a contractual relationship. Obviously, bank customer relationship is a contractual relationship between two parties, and it may be terminated by which of the following ways. So every time bank and customer is having a relation, that's a contractual relationship between bank and customer. Contractual relationship simply means bank and customer have become the partner of each other in performing a certain service, in performing a certain service or product, financial product and services, and they are helping each other in their requirements. So they have been created a contract among them, and accordingly they are working together. If you want to terminate, the termination of the contractual relationship between a bank and a customer can be done in which condition? In which ways it can be done? So first we have voluntary termination, death of customer, insanity of the customer, garnish order, bankruptcy of a customer, liquidation of a company. So in which of the condition the termination will be done of contractual relationship between a bank and a customer? Only 2, 4 and 5, only 1, all except 3 and 4, all. Let me know which of the following is correct. A, B, C or D. So when it comes to the termination condition, the first one is definitely right. The voluntary termination is allowed. Like when customer giving a certain written request to the bank that I want to close my account, I want to close the relation, then it will be done. So on the basis of voluntary termination, it is allowed. Okay. Now, apart from that, the second way is termination of this contractual relationship between a banker and customer. The termination will be done by law. By law. The termination will be done by law. Okay, and termination, if done by law, it will be done in case of death of customer, in case of insanity of the customer, in case of garnish order, in case of bankruptcy of a customer, and liquidation of a company. All these will be the part of termination of by law. So there are two ways only. The first one is voluntary termination and the second one is termination by law. Okay, and the termination of law will cover all these activities. So the right answer will be here D. All are the ways by which the termination of the contractual relationship between the bank and a customer can be done. The right answer is D. Next. Next question we are talking about. In case of customer grievance redressal, every member is required to have dash. So customer grievance redressal portal should be there in each and every services you are providing, not only in banking services, also in the another services. So first, in case of customer grievance redressal policy, every member required to have what? To have a help desk, helpline at the branch, to have a code compliance officer at each controlling office above the level of the branch, to have display at each branch name and contact number of the code compliance officer, and to have display name and address of the ombudsman. So which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? So it's obviously every member have to have a help desk and helpline number at the branch. Every member have to have a code compliance officer at each controlling office that is above the branch level. Every member have to display each branch the name and contact number of the code compliance officer. every member have to have display name and address of the ombudsman in their branch. The right answer is all. All of these have to be there with the members when they are providing grievance redressal to the customer. Okay, so right answer is D. Now, before moving towards next question, I want to tell you something. A very biggest surprise for your JIB October paper. Now, what is it? I was thinking that I will reveal that surprise only on the day when we are going to have this particular thing. But now, as you know, if you are having a certain secret, you have to make it out. Hai na? So I'm not revealing everything here right now, but it's a very, we can say it's a very helpful thing that we are going to have on 9th of September, only on Officers Adda 24/7. That is definitely going to help you out for your JIB. As you can see, Officers Adda 24/7 team is coming up with a big surprise for the JIB aspirants. Okay, a very big surprise for the JIB aspirants we are introducing. And to know what is this big surprise, you have to there on 9th of September, the second Saturday at 8 p.m. only on Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube. Okay, so to know this surprise, you have to be there on second Saturday on 9th of September in the evening at 8 p.m. So do make sure the link of this session will be available in the comment. So click on the comment section and do check the link there and click on the notify me button so that you will not be missing this particular event on Saturday. Okay, so that's a very big surprise, and that surprise is definitely going to help you out for your JIB October preparation because we are working accordingly for you, all of you. Okay, so let's start. Next question. Which of the following is our important obligation of a customer towards his/her bank? Now, the obligation of customer we are talking about towards the bank. And the options we have: to keep the passbook, the checkbook, and the debit card safely, not to allow any third party to use your own bank account for its transaction, to provide the required document and information, including personal information for KYC. And the next one is not to click on any link you receive through emails, SMS, etc. for accessing bank's website. Even if you are going on Google also, on Google there is a fake links of the bank's website. So always do check you are using a secure website of a bank. This is very important. So all these are the points in front of you. So which of the following are the obligation of a customer towards the bank? Okay, so which of the following is correct? Actually, everything is correct. All are the correct statements regarding the customer's obligation towards the bank. It's not like every time there is a mistake from the side of bank. If you got a link by like a UPI link, a lot of people have got, like you have won the reward of 5,000, click on this particular link to get the reward. And people used to click on that. And as you click on that particular link, your UPI account will be empty. So this is the responsibility of the customer to follow these points. Okay, these are the obligation of the customer toward the bank. Now, in which of the following situation is the bank authorized to share information? In which situation bank is authorized to share the information? First, Mrs. B, wife of Mr. A, comes and asks the balance in his savings account in a single name. So the account is on the name of Mr. A, but his wife came to the bank and asking for amount. Second, the balance in a savings bank account is blocked as per the attachment order of the income tax officer under advice of to the customer income tax department. Then Mr. T, the teller, speaks out the balance in the account of Mr. X, who has just withdrawn cash from his account. Then the balance in the savings account of Mr. Y is told to an income tax officer making telephone inquiry. So what do you think? Which of the following situation is the bank authorized to share information about the customer? A, B, C, or D? Which of the following is correct? So, in case of wife ask about the balance in the husband's account, it is not allowed. In case of Mr. T, the teller speaks out the balance in the account of Mr. X, not allowed. The balance in the savings account of Mr. Y is told to an income tax officer making telephonic inquiry. Can't do that. The only permission is given to the bank to share the information of the customer and not somehow violating the rule of secrecy and confidentiality, in which the balance in the savings account of a customer is blocked as per the attachment order you have received from the income tax officer under the advice to the customer and the income tax department. The right answer is your B. Okay. Which of the following are true about BCSBI present state? So, BCSBI is Banking Coach Standard Board of India. So, if we talk about BCSBI, is it working right now? Let me know. BCSBI is working right now or not? So, it is simply the Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. And it is what? It is Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. Is it working right now in the country? Okay. So, you can see here, these are the statements. Out of these, you have to tell which of the following is true. The first one is asking that in February 2019, RBI opined that the function of BCSBI are being handled departmentally and advised the BCSBI to take a step for dissolution. Like it have to be removed from the country. The second we have here, BCSBI has discontinued operation related to the objects of the trust effective from 1st April 2009. Like BCSBI has removed its operation, discontinued its operation from when? From 1st of April 2009. Third, RBI since set up Consumer Education and Protection Department issued the Charter of Customer Rights and considerably strengthened the ombudsman mechanism to enhance the customer protection. So, it was accordingly decided to dissolve the BCSBI. Like if you are resolving the BCSBI, who is going to take care of the frauds or all of the complaints of the customer? So, for that you have to make the ombudsman strong, and that what RBI did by merging three ombudsman scheme: banking ombudsman, ombudsman scheme for NBFC, and ombudsman scheme for digital transaction. All these three have been merged and single scheme has been introduced that is named as integrated ombudsman scheme. By Reserve Bank of India in 2021. And so we have made this strengthen to the ombudsman mechanism. So which of the following is true? All are true. We have dissolved the BCSBI. In place of BCI, now ombudsman have to take care of everything. And it was dissolved, discontinued from the 1st April 2009. Right answer is D. Right answer is what? D. Next question. It is talking about Mr. Z has availed a clean overdraft from a bank. He has certain fixed deposit with the bank. He also has a safe deposit locker with the banks. Which of the following is the correct position? Which of the following is the correct position? So, first option we have, the bank has general line on only on the fixed deposit. The bank has no line either on the fixed deposit or the content of the safe deposit locker. The bank has general line over both the fixed deposit and also the safe deposit locker content. Then the bank has general line only on the contents of the locker. So, what do you think? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C, or D? So, a line is simply, banker's line is simply when the bank has a right on the collateral until and unless customer repay the loan to the bank. Okay. Now, let me know which of the following is correct. So first of all, the bank has no line either on fixed deposit or the contents of the safe deposit locker. No. The bank has general line over both the fixed and also the deposit locker content. Not possible. The bank has general line only on the content of the locker. No. The bank has general line only on the fixed deposit. The general line. There are two types of line, na? General line and specific line. So the general line has only on the fixed deposit. Okay, so right answer is A. Okay, right answer is what? It is A. Now, the obligation of banks to keep the affairs of their customer secret and confidential arise from dash. First, a specific law for banking secrecy, Banking Regulation Act, contractual relationship, none of the above. So secrecy and confidentiality, obligation of a bank towards the customer. It comes from where? It simply comes from the contractual relationship bank and customer is having. So right answer is, okay, the right answer will be C. So this is the chapter we have discussed that talks about the duties and rights of a banker and the customer. Okay, so not always the bank have the right, but the right against, or the bank have the obligation against the customer. Customer also have the obligation against the, okay. Now, we have discussed this particular chapter in form of MCQ, but the explanation we have discussed here, but that's not sufficient because we know comprehensive study is required. For that, you can go to the Mahapack 2.0. Now, how to go to the Mahapack 2.0? First, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. So, do download the application. After downloading the application, you have to go to the application. You will find there JAIIB CIB section. Okay. So, then click on this JAIIB CIB section. You will find JAIIB October tab here. Click on that. You will find Mahapack and all the individual batches are available. Right now, because we are celebrating Janmashtami, so you all know that because of the Janmashtami festival we are celebrating, there is a 81% discount and double validity available on the Mahapack. Apart from that, on the other batches, only 81% discount is available. So how to enroll? The enrollment process is same for everything, every batch. So first, go to the application, click on the particular product you want to enroll, check the offering of the product, and then do check the validity you want. 3 months validity, 6 plus 6 months validity, 12 plus 12 month validity. Whatever validity you select, your price will be different. Your price will be differ. And how to enroll? After that, just click on the buy now option. Do check all the details. After that, click on the buy now option and use a code that is known as KANA80. This code will give you 80% discount. For additional 1% discount, you can use the coins which are available on the application. And that's why I'm saying application is important. And 1% additional discount will be available to all of you on this price. Okay, and if you find any kind of difficulty at the time of enrollment, you can call on this number and ask your query. They will be resolving your query. The same process have to be used for what? Your another individual batch enrollment. Okay, enrollment process will be same. So that's why the first you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. After downloading it, you will get the 1% additional discount, and this kind of interface will be available on your phone only. Okay, now next, as I have told you, Monday to Friday we are having 7 a.m. sessions for PPB, 7:30 a.m. session for Indian economy and financial system, in which every day we are discussing one particular chapter in form of MCQ, and then that's their explanation. But apart from that, on Saturday we are having a weekly revision classes. On Sunday we are having a special session like 50 minute 50 question master class, rapid fire classes. All these are available on YouTube. To enroll or to check these videos, you have to first subscribe the channel Officers Adda 24/7 and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And if you have not watched the previous sessions, You will find the same on the same YouTube channel in the playlist section. So go to the playlist section, you will find everything available there. Okay, and this is how you can enroll. This is how you can watch the old videos only on Officers at 20. Okay, chalo, so let's end here. Thank you all for joining the session and have a very good all.